this week we was we did a few things, and then we saw a production by some younger students in their first year doing a production on the style of Brett. I apologise if I said that wrong. We did learn a few things beforehand though. So originally there was going to be 7 of us this week, but only 6 of us showed up, so we might meet the other person next week, hopefully. We did a few vocal warm-ups, we did a few physical warm-ups, especially rolling the shoulders, humming. Put your finger to your lips, feel the vibration when you're humming, so you know you're doing it right. Chewing. We each pretended like we were passing around a little ball of chewing gum, and we put it in our mouth and pretend to chew. Trying to work on some facial expressions as we were doing that. Something else we did was we learned about the importance of movement and facial expressions when you're acting. Basically what we did is we did a scene, just a random improvisation scene, where we only said, or we were only allowed to say the word chili. I'll be honest, I found this a little bit difficult, because I was just kind of looking at one thing I need to work on, I think, is definitely my improvisation, because I think I was looking to other people to see what they were doing to try and sort of mimic. I don't know if that's the right words, but that's what I remember doing today. Hi, so this week we did a couple of different things actually. We finally got our scripts, which was awesome. We found out that us 6 are the only ones going to be going forward, which is a shame, but I can't say much about that. I never met the person. So we've got our scripts. We managed to do a couple of readings of some of the scenes in the script, which was so awesome, just seeing each and everyone's like different acting styles, things like that. There's one character called Moth. Now he is, let's say, a vile man. I want to say womanizer. It's definitely a womanizer. He flirts with everyone, and even though he's got a girlfriend, and I love the idea of a character like that so much. He's so much fun and looks like he would be an awesome character to have a go at playing. We started learning a little bit about Stanislavski. We just learnt basically an introduction on him and a couple of his concepts, like the magic if, the Stanislavski system, which we have to research himself and either write something on him. I'm obviously going to do a video because that's how I feel. to better do it. We also did some logistic work where we had to do stuff at the college, obviously, because you have to fill out paperwork and stuff. So it may seem, I think it seemed like we didn't do a lot, but I think we actually did quite a lot, you know. So yeah. Hi, me again, obviously. So for this week, we did our vocal warm-ups. We did quite a lot this week. So we did vocal warm-ups with sounds, like we did ga 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 gay, ga 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 gee, ga 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 guy, ga 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 go, ga 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 goo, and other sounds like the plosives. I've forgotten the other words already. I feel real bad. But like B and P are plosive words or sounds, I think. Yeah, sounds. We actually did a few tongue twisters as well. So obviously I already knew how to do Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, a peck of pickled peppers, Peter Piper picked it, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where are the pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? I already knew that one. Let's see if I can remember the one we learnt today. So, if I want a proper I already messed it. If I want a proper cup of coffee... No? How did it start? I want a proper cup of coffee from a proper copper coffee pot. If I can't have a proper cup of coffee from a proper copper coffee pot, then I'll have some tea. There was also, I thought a thought, but the thought I thought wasn't the thought I thought I'd thought. That was trying to do the sound from the... So it's your mouth is positioned a different way and it produces a different sound. So that was definitely interesting to learn. So we've learnt a lot about... we learnt a few facial things. Wow, type thing as well. So that was for the like warm-ups kind of thing. For oh yeah, I missed you there. So we sort of did I want to say chemistry reads of certain scenes in the script. So we would learn who would be our partner, so we can learn our scripts, obviously, because we can't obviously learn the whole play, sadly, in the time we've got. So yeah, I think we did I did a Moth and Maudie scene. We also did the me and my partner Elias. Sorry. We did. I think we decided we were gonna do Mrs. Iger and Mr. Iger, because there's a funny scene at the end that I can't wait to do. Because Mrs. Iger and everything, she's this woman who definitely, she loves big men. That's one massive thing about this woman. She her husband's considered little to her, so she starts off her dialogue with let me gather all ye big men and herd you across America. Big men love you, myth men, she refers to them as, which is hilarious in my eyes. So yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Basically that scene the reason we decided to choose that scene, because that scene ends with poor timid Mr. Iger going, does this mean I can sleep in the bed tonight? Because Mrs. Iger realises she's put him down so much. So he finally gets the courage to ask, does this mean I could sleep in the bed tonight? And then all of a sudden she goes into a serious face and just goes, don't push it. Which was just made us laugh every time we read it. So there's Pasquale and his partner. We think they might be doing Martha Mordy, the scene I wanted to do originally, but I don't think I could have given this character the justice. I don't think I can give the character the justice it needs, because it seems like kind of like something's missing that I don't think I could like put into the character enough. But I definitely think they're gonna do really well on this. We've got last partner is Lee and his partner. They are going to do the opening sequence of the entire play, of the landlord and landlady, and they've we've heard each other read, and they've got like this, I want to say, chemistry that like they get those characters like instantly. That they bounce off each other really well. So yeah, that was it for this week. Hi. So for this week, it is a quick update. Because I want to say it's a quick update because we didn't do much. But we did quite a bit. Well, we did our normal exercises: face, sound, voice, humming, facial expressions. We learned a few. Well, we did a few more tongue twisters and shared some. Did our exercises like reaching, rolling shoulders, things like that. That we started to make a routine in that we're going to do every week. So yeah, but other than that, the main portion of the night went to trying to just doing reading through our lines, seeing how we feel about it. If we can, maybe even learn one or two lines. Something else we did do is, actually, I totally forgot about this. Just my mind. We got 2 chairs, so we were sat facing each other, and what we had to do. This was before we were learning our lines and after the exercise. We had to do different random things with our arms, legs, but one person had to mirror exactly what the other person was doing. That was I will say that was a difficult thing. I struggled a lot with that because when I was leading, which happened most of the time, I move too fast, so I need to learn to move slowly, make sure people understand what's going on. I think that's going to be a thing I struggle with, but my partner was amazing. The other people in the class, other students and stuff, had to guess what the other groups, who was leading and things like that. And some of them were genuinely amazing, and I definitely could not tell who was leading. But there was, I'll admit, other instances where some of us were just moving too fast. So hopefully in the coming weeks we'll work at similar times, to work together to build that connection and strength up, which will be awesome. Hi, it's update time. Well, tonight, 2 people left, which was kind of sad, but, I mean, yeah, one of them, already done the course, which I thought was a bit funny. The other sadly just had too much on, which totally understandable. Hope she makes it to where she needs to be. So that was kind of sad. Which means we are gonna have to change up the partners scripts. Well, we're doing the same script. Just I've still got my partner, and so we know now we're definitely going to be doing Mr. and Mrs. Iger. So I look forward to that. Okay, so yeah, but Lee is now gonna have to partner up with Pasquale's, and they're gonna do the landlord and landlord. So we're gonna have to change a couple of words on the script because it's not gonna be love and love. So yeah. What else? Yeah. So not unfortunately, no one's going to be doing Moth and Maury. And I actually did some research on how, like, Moth, because this was, I don't think I said it, I did some research on Moth and how men were like womanizers and what like life was like in the 80s, which was when this play was made / set. I'm not exactly sure. It just says it was performed for the first time in 1980s. So I've definitely done some research on that and the like clothes, the voices, just to try new things. So yeah, that threw a bit of a spanner into the works. But I have I have a belief that we can get through this and we'll eventually make this into a production and we'll finally get them done. So yeah. Okay, hi, update. Next week we will be performing our things, which I am excited for, but also kind of nervous because I haven't had as much time as I would like outside of college rehearsing with Elias. So I don't know how we're gonna be when it comes to the banter off each other, but I definitely think we've got a good shot. We've definitely got a chance. I think it's gonna be awesome. I don't know if you can tell, but excited, nervous. As always, I should have uploaded by now. The Stanislavski research and the I don't know if I mentioned this now that I'm thinking about it. We had to research 3 professions things, at least 3. We had to do actor and 2 others as a minimum. We had to research roles and make a video presentation. Obviously I did a video presentation, but we could have done essay, things like that. That should be uploaded as well. Obviously they've got this, and I don't know if I need to make I don't know if I need to make a thing on on the character of 2 and all my research on that. I might just upload that as a document, my research into the 80s and stuff, because I don't really know. Oh well, I'll have a talk about that at some point. But hopefully it'll be a happy ending next week. But we did record a practice run. Yeah, God, my mind's going. We did record a practice run that went well. I think. I hope. I'm proud of how it went anyway. So hopefully that all went well. We'll find out in a week's time. Obviously I'll know by the time the video goes up. But yeah, so hopefully we pass. I mean, that's as long as I'm confident with my lines. I've learnt all my lines and everything. So as long as that everything should go smoothly. But yeah, you never know. So thanks. Hi. Final update. I think I might do more updates if I need to add anything onto this video at either later date or anyway. So we did it and we videoed it, which was awful but also amazing at the same time, because just the life of being an actor, you have to get filmed, obviously. Duh. We obviously started the day with our warm-ups, doing our humming, doing our ga. I need to stop moving my. I've been doing this for weeks now, and I still can't help but when we say ta 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 ta, I want to go ta 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 today, and that's not great for gamers, for actors. You need to keep your head right, shoulders back, chest out. Ta 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 tea ta 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 toe ta 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 do. Like it's so difficult because we do so many in a row, but we got through that fine. We had about half an hour to an hour, maybe even an hour and a half, to really keep going over the scripts. Obviously we didn't have physical scripts, we knew our words by then, thankfully. Going over them, making sure all our movements were good, making sure we were bouncing off others, especially in our case. We have a lot of bouncing off each other and interrupting the other. And in the other group's case, they do have a little section where they call in each other's name, but they have to like interject as soon as they can. We went first, purely by coincidence. There was no rhyme or logic behind it. I'm so glad we did, though. I would have. I think it would have been more nervous for me had the other group gone first and had we last. I don't know what it is, but when it comes to performances, like in this situation, I prefer to go first and get it out the way. But I would suggest if you're an actor going for an audition, try and go as late as you feel comfortable with, because I don't know if this is human psychology, but this is the way it works in my brain. If it's at the end of something, I'm more likely to remember it happening because I don't have other stimulus affecting my brain and thought. So just a quick tippy, but it went awesome. we may have fumbled a line or two, or said slightly incorrect things, but it still made sense. It was awesome. Um, Fun experience too, um, because at the end of it, uh, we, I mean, we had off to the side, um, one of the other students, because we allowed them to watch our performance. One of the students off to the side always had a script on hand, just on the very case that we needed. Um, thing. One thing we could have done better was maybe worked a bit more together, spent more time together outside of college to learn it, but I understand we were both busy and that wasn't possible. Um, Another thing was, I think it would have been. I mean, this has nothing to do with us acting, but I think if we put maybe like a bit of a costume on, um might have added a bit more to our characters. I mean, of course, acting isn't always about the costumes. I think it might have added just a little bit extra. I'm still hoping we pass because officially we don't know. But we do need to reflect on things, and as an actor, that's very important. Reflecting on your past, um, and so yeah, uh, I feel like I I one thing I regret doing is I I think I needed to learn my lines earlier. Um I am very much a procrastinator, so I waited as long as I could. But I reckon I should have learnt them earlier, so I could have got rid of that script earlier. I think that hindered my performance a tiny bit. Um Maybe trying to video me working with doing the scene on my own with props type of thing. Um, but yeah, I'm thankful I did have a couple of people to like go back and forth with the memorizing of lines to help me memorize my lines. Um, the only negative thing is they did not consent to the video. Um, but if I can find it, I will add the audio. Um, a bit of the audio of us practicing. Um, and a clip of the not the actual performance, but I will try and get a clip of the practice we did last week. I think I might have that somewhere. So yeah, all in all, it's been amazing, and I can't wait for what's to come. Because we are close to the end now, which is insanely sad. But I'm genuinely happy that I got a chance to experience all this. Um, Anyone, no matter what age they are, wants to get acting, try a course like this. I don't think I've ever said the course, but it is a level 2, but it's an adult acting course. At the Manchester City Campus College, the Manchester College City Campus area. I might have butchered that. I am sorry. But yeah, no matter what age, um, you are, definitely have a go. I mean, obviously, if that's what you wanted to do. If you don't want to go into acting, then don't. Uh, do what makes you happy, obviously. But so right, getting off track. What's coming next is we got our script to have a look at um for the full play. Well, the full section that's going to involve all four of us play that we're going to do at the end of the year. We're going to hopefully this time actually have costumes. I hope. It's my fault that I didn't do that. I need to learn to better my time, obviously, so I can get things to make that happen. So yeah, we're going to be doing a production of, let's see, I have it, it's in my bag somewhere. Right, okay, I actually have it here. I'm exhausted, but I've stayed up to like, the script isn't great, but I don't know if you can see there's like pencil lines. That's for me because I can't read the script properly. So that's for me to tell me where the breaks of dialogue are broken up, because it just looks like one big monologue here. So yeah, it's called Bouncers by John Godber. I'm not sure if I said that right. I hope I said that right, but I'm excited. It sounds awesome. We're definitely gonna have to, because we have to play 2 characters each. It's definitely gonna be interesting to see how we can change our what's the word? I want to say appearances. I don't know if that's the right word, but like how we act. Because obviously we're 2 different people, and how we act differently to who we portrayed today. So yeah, it's gonna be great, and I can't wait to do it.